Yay!
Okay, hellfire.
You say 9 o'clock, and I'm like, no.
Oh,
It's like no.
It's the hour. I beg your pardon.
Don't spoil the ending of the day for me, Daniel.
Well, it's going to get cold, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Internet, it is the 30th of November. We've made it.
yeah!
More importantly,
Huzzah.
We're free.
somebody, bottom left, stand up, please.
Will the real NaNoWriMo winner please stand up? Show off that shirt. That's right. Give us a twirl.
I get to. There's something on the back of it, though.
Ah,
I still like twirls.
well done. Well done to you. Well done to Ember. I think you said that you've done 30k as well. Is that right?
Yeah.
Which is
Amazing.
That is.
mind blowing,
little
especially when you
videos
said
so
that you'd
that
only written 10 a couple of days ago.
What even is reality?
But okay, so but break that down into pages. So 50,000 words is 100 pages.
150.
100. Oh, okay, that's even more. But 30,000 words is okay. So then math that, because I don't know what that math is.
I can't math. I'm a writer. Numbers? It's a lot of pages.
Just under 100.
That's a lot of freaking pages.
That's a lot of freaking pages. Hi, Ocelot. How you
granted.
doing? We're celebrating our success stories and ignoring our hangers-on.
Hey, no. Okay,
Yeah,
Ember said whether you wrote 50,000, 30,000, or 200, you wrote the words.
Mhm.
You win.
I did say that. I did say that.
And
I did
Dan
make a whole
wrote
TikTok
200
about it.
yesterday.
When did you say that?
On her TikTok that did not cause Erica to tear up.
Okay. I have.
Dan doesn't love me enough to watch the TikToks that I send.
Oh, don't give me that. Dan hasn't had a chance to look at social media today. Dan has been going, so then, how does that make you feel? No, how does that make you feel? No, how does that make you feel? So, yeah, TikTok, what is this thing you call TikTok? Real world? Who am I? What is this place? I don't know you people. Why are you here? So,
Well, we don't know. Michael Scribbles just said hello. Hi, Michael Scribbles.
Michael.
Hi.
Hello, Michael Scribbles.
Are
Apologies
you watching
for...
from YouTube?
Yeah. Wow, yes.
Yeah,
to their-
YouTube.
Watching from YouTube. I think you are the first person who has ever commented on these videos from YouTube as opposed to Twitch. So,
Well,
thank you. Go
Welcome
over
to
to
the
my other
madness.
channel, RPG Therapist, and subscribe to that one as well. And James Dreamy Bookshelf whilst you're at it. Just click all the YouTube channels. I have no dignity. We've established this. Oh. What's this?
Full house.
Full house indeed.
Ed said yesterday I might join, so I'm sorry for being late. Hope I'm not crashing the party.
Well,
You're
well, we
not.
didn't like
You
to
are
say
outdoing
anything,
us with the smooth vocals, though. I feel like I gotta up my mic game. Hi, everyone. I have a pretty voice.
Oh, Nate, you're not gonna make me blush.
Everything's so balanced.
I'm not entirely sure. I have feelings. I'm not entirely sure what they are. Ember, do that again.
Oh no! Can't derail yet.
The really deep voice.
There you go.
Hello. You guys haven't even begun to see the beginnings of my vocal range. I do a Godfather impression. There's a lot you don't know yet. All right, we've been writing, we've been focused.
And you've been in severe respiratory distress.
I've been in severe respiratory distress. But now, Gary, you're gonna see the real Ember coming through. She's a powerhouse. She's a vocal powerhouse.
I love it.
So, Michael, thank you for joining us. Great to have you.
Welcome to our crazy.
Yeah, the madness is only going to get worse. I do apologize. So just, oh God. I'm somebody else. I'm not entirely sure where to go from that. It's the 30th of November. How is everybody feeling after a month of live streams and madness and 50,000 words, 30,000 words, or
7,000.
7,000?
7,000.
I mean, gee, whoa, I didn't. That's kind of blown me, actually, because, I mean...
Slow and steady. Slow and steady.
Also, Lord of the Rings style D&D. Well,
Kraken's just trying to get us off tracking.
Oh, I see. Fair enough. That implies we were ever on track to begin with. Come on.
On tracking.
Off tracking. Sorry, on
I'm
tracking.
punchy today. I'm so sorry. I don't know who this person is.
You don't have to apologize for being you, Miss Ember.
Whoever it is, keep bringing her.
She's fun.
All I did was that.
Is that all? Oh, is that all? Yeah, you slacker. Who do you think you are standing around here with the rest of us?
Kraken be slacking.
That's incredible.
Good job.
I haven't written any words today, and I don't think that I probably will. I'm going to take the day off.
Maybe learn one off.
No, if I take the month off, I will end up taking several months off. So I think maybe just a day and then pace it.
Yeah, that does happen to me too, actually.
See, that was the spirit of the video that I made today, which is I think a lot of people who didn't make it are going to be like, well, screw it. Like, and I didn't do it. So no, like you started, you did it. And we got into a discipline of writing every day. Gary got 7,000 words and he would not have written otherwise.
Yeah.
That's valid.
7,000 more words than he'd written in 2 years previously. So
I have gone through periods where I have not written at all as well.
Yeah.
So
it's done. It did what it needed to. It just kicked that little period into touch. So well done.
And what I like about the Nano site is like you can go in and I did this for a while, and then like I said, I'm go balls to the wall with things and then overdo it, and then get burnt out. But I would set myself these too big of goals, but so maybe for the month of December, I might set myself a 10,000 word goal, but you can go in and you can do that in Nano in the site. And then I can still, I like the tracker. Like I like being able to see my progress. So like in D&D, I learned this, our DM stopped giving us experience points at some point in time. And he would just do milestones. And I hated it. And it took me years, like literally years, to figure out why I didn't like the milestones. And it was because I finally figured out I couldn't see the progress. Like I knew we were going places because I had these, pages of notes, but I couldn't see the numbers increase. And so I love that about the Nano site because you can see your words increase there.
It's like gamification, right? Like there's something to it that feels satisfying and rewarding for your certain type of brain. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's ADD.
Yeah. My neurospiciness needs that.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
And benefit from it.
Oddly enough, this is the first year in well over a decade that I haven't done it. I used to keep a spreadsheet of my daily word count for about just so that I could say, okay, this is how long it will likely take me to write that story, that novel, that book about role-playing games. And yeah, it's felt kind of weird not doing it, but I don't need to find out that I write 400 words an hour now. So but yeah, it's having that line and watching it go up or not is helpful. And Excel is your friend if you want to keep doing it.
Or Erica, you said the NaNoWriMo website, you can still plug in your stuff and use it year round. I haven't been there in a while. I didn't use it this year. I just kind of kept track by hand, and they had some scandals and stuff go on, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about that.
Did they?
That's good to know. Yeah, I got an email from them. It was a very contrite, odd email, and I went, oh dear. I felt bad for the PR person that had to write that.
Why? What happened?
There were some accusations of foul play and grooming and things happening like on their forums. I didn't really look into it too much. I read the email and went, that's yucky. Yeah, Nano has a lot of drama. I was on the NaNoWriMo Facebook years ago, and people were just ugly and mean, and I was like, well, I'm leaving now. I enjoy the camaraderie and all that. As a nonprofit refugee, I'm sure that there's just nonprofits attract two kinds of people. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Interesting. I did not know that.
No, I haven't had time to look at it. Normally, most years I like hanging around the Nano forums because there's normally that sense of, as you say, camaraderie. But I haven't done it this year, so I was unaware. How about you, Chandler? You're sitting nice and quiet in the corner. How's your Nano been?
I'm an observer more than anything.
You're in the wrong place. You don't want to observe anything that happens here.
No, it's highly entertaining.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's because I don't have anything specific that I was trying to target for Nano, but more of just focusing on some of the short stories, trying to flesh some things out. So it's been helpful being on watching you guys, because it gives me that time of the day when I step away from work and kids and everything else, and now I've got time to focus on it. So it's been very helpful.
Something you want to try again next year?
Sure. I got a year to recover.
Well, how about next week? What you're doing, I don't know.
All right.
Jen, how about yourself?
Oh, we lost Erica.
Bye. Well, if that's how you feel.
At it. She needs a break.
Really needs a break.
Jen, how about yourself? How have you been this month?
Good. I posted another sleep story today, so that's exciting. So Nano has at least helped me in my creative content endeavors. So
yeah.
She also has a pretty new logo.
Does she do?
She does. I noticed it. I saw.
Did you approve?
Oh, 1,000%. I believe I said it was very her in the best way possible.
Yeah.
I looked at it and I was like, yes. And I'm working on the IWF logo as we speak. So keep an eye out for that.
You didn't need to do that, but thank you. I'm just trying to see if I can find it. Oh my god.
We have a couple different ones. There's one on the Twitch stream channel, and I'm taking some of the color from that and the ideas and making some iterations, and I'll have some things to choose from soon as we continue our endeavors past NaNoWriMo. You're stuck with me now. I'm following you into December, and you will not shake me loose.
Good.
Promise.
It's like Chandler said, it's been nice to have something to come to where I actually get relaxed before the stream, because I'm like, oh, I get to go and see people I like and then write for a little bit and wildly disassociate and enjoy my writing. And have the freedom of not having to edit or fight with Scrivener or do anything else. I'm literally just like blah, 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 blah. And I like that. So
No, I don't know if I've ever been blah 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 blah. I'll give it a try.
that's what it sounds like when you type that fast in your brain.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's a sound. It's
We used to
I'm weird.
well over a decade ago. We used to have a prime minister called Gordon Brown, and he famously went through about a dozen keyboards every year because how hard he punched his keyboards.
Oh, I specifically got one that makes like sounds because I like the feeling of it. It's very tactile.
I've just realised we haven't done any cards. We've been too busy talking. Who wants to go today? Erica, have you in the office? Are you?
I am.
Grab something from the pile.
What do we want?
Something colourful and shiny.
Something hopeful.
Do we want dragons?
Dragons. I mean, yeah.
I mean, when is the answer ever anything other than yes to that question?
Dragons are
Okay.
cool, I guess.
Do we want
I'm partial.
Dragon Path or Star Dragons? Sorry. Trying to figure out this whole camera thing.
Star Dragons.
Star
I'm
Dragon
gonna go
sounds
with-
good. Star Dragon sounds good.
Sorry, which one?
I think we went for Star Dragons. Star Dragons, my vote. Embers, how about everybody else?
Yep.
Star Dragon.
Star Dragons.
Star Dragons it is. So what do we need today? What are we looking for in our cards?
I mean, what's the next month gotta be? What are we doing now as a group and our creative endeavors? Like, what's the next step?
It's the next chapter for us.
Ooh, I
Aw.
like that.
See, Kraken, I love that you are aware of these things now. I don't know how into gaming you were before, but now that you are, I see it as a victory. So
I mean, they're on Twitch. So, oh dear.
This is like perfect. I'm just saying. Okay, so this is. Oh, hold on. Let me turn off my ring.
I beg your pardon.
My ring light. So it's going with the flow.
Hey.
God,
Hello.
that's cool. Amber, calm down. Jeez.
Finally, some female gazy cards.
We had the King of Pentacles the other day.
Oh, the sexy king. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So he is so it's returning, going with the flow. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a lot of reading. I'm just like, okay. Wisdom of the Herald. Seasons change and the universe ebbs and flows. The constellations shift. And in the midst of all the great changes of life, your ability to juggle whatever comes your way is seemingly the only constant. Move with whatever changes come your way. Flow with it. Roll with it. Be like the water. By flowing and remaining in constant motion, this element breaks down even the mightiest obstacles. Wisdom of the Dragon. I'm back. Spring to life better than ever. It is time for renewal. Return on the scene after a long recess to take change and conquer. You are better than ever before. Fall goes to winter and turns to spring. You will rise again and return to the truth of who you really are. Sorry, I should really put on my reading glasses while I'm reading this.
Don't
really
apologize.
quick.
I'm into this. It's going really
I'm like-
well.
Well, no, I'm struggling to read it because it's like I'm like trying to pull it away from my face. I'm like, oh, hey, I have reading glasses right here.
These things I put in front of my eyes that help me see better. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, Star Dragon Invocation. Meditate on the seasons as they ebb and flow in the constant cycle of the earth energies. Watch the constellations as they move about in the night sky. See the signs of change and rejuvenation in nature. How can you apply these universal principles to your own life? How can you be more adept at going with the flow? And when you re-emerge from the cycle, will you make a grand entrance?
Define grand.
Grand can be whatever you want it to be, Dan.
It was rhetorical. It was just. Well, that hit me in the feels. I don't know about the rest of you.
Could there have been a more perfect card for the last day of NaNoWriMo as we head into winter? And
Yeah.
A gift card to a bookshop would be pretty nice.
I was going to say something nice about how Jane is like posting her sleep stories now, and she rebranded, and Gary wrote 7,000 words, and we're all just feeling good about our stuff. And
Yes.
I'm launching my business soon, and it's just everything's happening.
Yeah.
So hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, Ocelot, thank you.
I'll just level up in writing, editing, etc. But the whole meeting up thing too. I hope you all get proper rest after this, but do something with the energy created here. I think we should keep this community going. Ocelot had mentioned earlier that I don't like the drama in a lot of groups, and that we've got kind of a thing going here. So
Yeah, I like the smaller, more intimate group than the wide open internet.
Mhm.
yeah, it's a bit much.
Yeah, well, I mean, how do people want to move forward? Because obviously before Nano came along, it was initially just Jen and I for a couple of months, and then Gary came along, and then the family grew. What do people want to do? Do you want to do a weekly thing, a monthly thing? I'm not doing daily as much as we love it. I know. just no.
Daily. Kidding. I don't know. I think we can talk off stream about some options, and I'm going to start hosting more regular streamy stuff on my Twitch channel. So there's opportunities, I think, for us to kind of pass the baton around and, have a space for people to write and be creative and talk about it.
That would be fun.
That is cool. Yeah.
My capture card is on its way.
Awesome.
Yay! Dragon Age is coming. It's coming for me. I'm gonna play it. So yeah, I think there's options, and the fans demand that we stay together.
The fans.
The fans. I'm kidding.
Fans plural.
Ocelot and Kraken.
Do we really think Kraken's a fan, or more just some mischievous pixie sent from another realm?
Kraken would not tune in as religiously as they do if they did not like what they saw. Sorry, Erica, what you gonna say?
Oh no, we've converted Kraken into a dice goblin.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which.
Oh, gosh. Oh, yay. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I was get really excited because tomorrow I get to start my dice advent, and I'm super excited.
So do I. Look what's in this one.
I know, they're so cute.
Yeah, they have snowflakes and reindeer.
Just the little things.
Yes, it is.
Yes, Kraken. Yes, it is. Yes. Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed you. Oh, okay, fair enough. We'll come to that later.
Because it depends. And it's either it depends or the answer is yes.
Indeed.
That is the answer to that question.
I was going to do something. What was I going to do? Tell me what I was going to do.
I would like to continue something. I don't know, like commitment time wise, what I can. I mean, how my schedule will coalesce and weave with everyone else's, but I will participate as much as I can because I like this. I mean, y'all are my bee people now, so.
Good.
All I could say is that my life is pretty plain. I'm sorry, I had to.
You like watching the puddles gather rain?
That's where that came from.
And all I can do is just pour some tea for two. Then it rips my life in two.
Point of view.
It's a great escape.
My heart's so happy right now.
I love that song. It's one of the first songs that I heard and didn't know what it was and had to go seek it out. You know, I was like, what is that song? So, the 90s were a good time.
Yes.
I have a tattoo because of that song.
She does.
Ooh.
Anime figure. I bet. What did that set you back, Kraken?
Where did you find that?
Yeah, but more to the point, Erica wants to know where you got it and how much did it cost and how quickly do they ship out.
Can we have it by tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, you know.
No, Amazon Prime right now is like at 5 or 6 days. It's quite annoying.
Really?
Not at all joking.
Because I don't do Amazon very often. I'm one of those tight gits who refuses and just splashes out just enough money to qualify for the free delivery.
Oh, see, I do because I'm lazy.
Fair play.
It's convenient.
Mm-hmm.
It's so convenient. It's like I don't even have to leave the house. Click.
Sad but true.
But yes, I would. I don't know. Maybe I would. Okay, and so maybe Ember, me and you can talk a little bit offline also, because I would like to get into the whole possible streaming thing, and I don't even know where to. I don't even know where to start.
Creative consultant.
I have no idea.
Go to Robots and Magic, very cool logo. Go to Jane's Dreamy Bookshelf.
Robotsandmagic.com is actually live and clickable and not a garbage fire. So yes, that is another thing I accomplished. I ordered business cards yesterday, and I am going to a holiday boutique next week to drum up clientele. So
way to go.
Look out, 2024. I am getting my business license, and you cannot stop me. I have an office. I have a whole room that's just my room, and that's why it's a Ruba green and full of stuffies and pretty lights so that I can do this thing. I will be streaming and creative consulting and writing and living my best life and not working with narcissists in the nonprofit sector.
Well, that's all told.
I don't know what happened to me today. I'm sorry.
No, I'm here for it. Jesus, keep coming.
Yeah.
I just think I'm not as depressed as I was at the beginning of the month, so that's kind of nice. Yeah.
And you might be feeling better?
Yes, I kicked the cold, which was making the depression feel really yucky.
Well, if you were kicking it, that would be why it was causing you so much trouble. Don't you roll your eyes and hold your head in your hands at me, Gary. I saw that. No regret.
No regrets.
Speaking of which, over there in your corner, you've been very quiet the last half an hour. Well, you said your 7,000 words, and I think that might well have been the last time you spoke.
Should I poke him?
Not true. There's just a lot of excitement.
Yes.
partly because you're here.
No. This was actually very, very good. I haven't been excited for something in a while. So
Okay, when he grows up, do not tell your kid that, just between you and me.
I was excited for that, but that was
Keep digging. Go on, dig.
on a daily basis, having something to look forward to that is not work, not normal everyday grind. It was nice. Would I do this every day forever? No.
No.
But
What if there were 10,000 people watching?
Oh.
10,000 people.
if this was my job, yes.
So if it generated revenue, yes. Or what? No. I was just curious. I didn't know if it was.
It would have to generate enough revenue to support 6 people.
Yeah.
Y'all are thinking small. A live stream, I swore I was going to shut up, but I'm coming back in again. A live stream is part of a broader marketing thing. And if you create a community through a live stream that is then interested in what you have to say and do and put out into the world, and you can have fun people come on like Chandler, who taught us all about microphones and why we do not want to try our own audiobooks, but need to hire other people, then we create a community where we are like supporting small independent businesses and sharing all of our stuff around. So not to say that this is like a monetarily incentivized thing that we're doing, but at the same time, like having a live stream, it can totally create new opportunities for you.
Because I think that's even how we got started on TikTok. Her and I just wanted to try a few different things, and so it was interesting to see how many people would watch the videos or even comment things like that. So, and then you end up meeting the whole community of Book Talk and everything else. You never really know what something can grow into, and it can be quite compelling.
Sorry, Chandler, I just interrupted McCarran and said, Kraken, you've got no idea the gate you've just opened. Sorry, Chandler, carry on. I just had to.
No.
Well, I think there's definitely opportunity for us to pick topics and have a stream about a certain topic. We haven't talked anything about what Dan does. Dan he knows history of the world, of many wars, and very interesting stuff that he does in addition to being a therapist, in addition to being a writer. He's got a lot of interesting things that he could talk about.
And among us, I think he's the only published author.
And he is the only published author among us, except for Jane, who has now published on YouTube.
I love how everybody's. I've spent the entire month having to figure out. So doing all this, and now, see, it's not so easy, is it?
No.
That's his cake.
Depends on if you have your camera mirrored or not, and then you got to remember where.
I've done web comics. I do art. We haven't talked about any of those topics. Obviously, Chandler, we just barely scratched the surface with what he's got going.
You hit the bottom already.
But Chandler, I was so overwhelmed by the first microphone name that you dropped that I was like, I don't even know what you're saying right now with the rest of it. So we could just do a whole one on microphones. These are the microphones that you need. Yeah, these are the microphones that you need, and this is what you need them for, and this is what they do, and really just break that down simply for really, really, really simplify it for people like me who need things super, super, super simplified, who have zero technological brain.
Right.
Yeah.
No, Gary totally has a point too. We have all very different points of view and different levels of experience that we can share with each other and with the community that we're creating. And I co-sign that. And I have ideas.
Oh God. I mean, oh good.
I was going to at the beginning of the month, I was going to give us a list of writing topics to talk about for the month, but we ended up not needing them.
Almost as if we all had stuff to say already.
Yeah, almost. But suffice to say, I think there's plenty of topics out there in this group of experience, expertise, that we could spend hours and hours discussing.
Because you and Dan, I know, play instruments. Does anybody else?
Play is a very strong word, Chandler. I hold one every now and again, and sometimes even hold it the correct way.
I could go for a lot of things.
I only have 4 guitars.
Your sex tape, yeah.
Only.
I played the drums from 5th grade to my senior year, but I have not played them in 20 some years. So
is that what you're going to get for Christmas? Did you ask for a drum set? No.
Oh please, I would have had you down as a drummer.
No, but I watch movies like Drumline, or we go to parades and I'm like, you know, the drums go by and it's just like, oh, give me a drum. I want to like, oh, I love them. Like they make, my heart is so happy when I see drummers.
Have you seen the movie Whiplash?
No.
Oh, that's
it's not quite the same, but yeah.
Him.
Not J.K. Rowling.
J.J. Simmons.
Yes.
But like Geddy Lee from Rush is like my idol. I cried. Yeah. I cried when he died.
What about Dave Grohl? He's like a world-class super drummer.
Right.
Yeah.
I've just realized we haven't. I was going to say this at the top of the hour. Rest in peace, Shane MacGowan. You guys won't have a clue who that is, but he was the lead singer of the Pogues in the 80s. If any of you have heard the song Fairy Tale in New York, it's a Christmas song which has shouting and swearing in it. And it is one of the most played Christmas songs in the UK. And yeah, he passed away today. Same day as Alistair Darling, former Chancellor of the United Kingdom. So which of those is going to be remembered more in 10 years' time? Not the Chancellor.
Yeah.
Love the name, though.
Alistair he did receive a lordship. So when he died, he was, in fact, Lord Darling.
Oh, you know that's one of my dreams, Dan.
I'm not asking. I'm not going down that particular.
Be ignited.
Oh yeah, because that's completely what I thought you meant. Yeah. We were talking about drums and instruments, weren't we? Yes. So
Erica played the drums in school.
Yeah. And anybody else? So Chandler, you play music because that's what you did originally, wasn't it? Before you got into narration.
Yes, just as a hobby. So I play guitar. I have since I was 8.
Nice. You're probably better than either of us.
Well, there's no probably about it. I mean, Jesus.
I can play Yankee Doodle confidently.
I started playing at 36.
There you go. So yeah, we're about the same time frame.
I started playing when I was 39, so you know.
So I realize I don't know how old any of you are.
Yeah, so that's the thing. But does this mean we're going to have to get a writing band together?
Yeah.
There you go.
That is completely not true. That has been debunked. Sorry, Kraken. That is hogwash. Sorry.
Plus, it's not the same. I want the title, and I guess I would be Dame or Lady. Be a damer. I don't like that. I want to be sir. I want to be lord. I want to be.
Well, we live in a modern age where you can be whatever and whoever you want to.
I want to be Sir Ember Grey. Thank you very much.
Well, from now on, legally, there's nothing anybody can do to challenge that.
Sir Grey of the Knights of IWF.
Yeah, I might have to contend that because my last name is Gray.
Oh,
so
it's a very common last name.
Yeah.
Well, you can be Sir Chandler Gray, and Ember can be Sir Ember Gray.
It's very confusing.
We can have 2 Sir Grays.
Here we go.
Daniel, you're a Brit. Can you knight us?
I believe there is precedent for people being knighted by somebody other than a lord, but it has to be on the field of battle, alas. So
we have someone who just won NaNoWriMo.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. We battled the words, and we wrote battles, some of us.
I wrote the word battle and highlighted it multiple times.
I think semantically an argument could be made.
I'm sure. I'll let the king know.
Where is he to stop us? Where is Charles?
Hiding from Harry and Meghan, by all accounts.
Did he not get the invitation? Oh, do not. Oh. I think there's going to be a divide here.
But is there really? I'm not entirely sure there is.
They're part of my tribe now. They're here in California. I welcome them. Say yes. Words. I lost track.
Okay, yeah, moving on.
Yeah, just skip me from now on.
Oh god. Sorry, I've just got to go outside and click my hip. I'll be back in a sec. Go on without me.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Gabby's hip's acting up.
Oh my goodness.
So Gary, I'm interested to know, like, on this list of topics that at the beginning of the month, like what were some of the topics?
Oh, I mean, generic.
Jen and Rick, yeah, they're just 2 of the characters you wrote. Jen and Rick, wasn't it? Yeah.
Bobby's World, anyone?
It's been a long month. With lots of words.
It's a lot of words.
Especially for you, Erica.
Just diving into different themes. Like, how do you start playing?
Would that it were, sir. Would that it were.
Let that Star Dragon guy click my hip. Okay, I'm sorry. Gary, I'm sorry.
Opinions on different genre fiction.
I think you're in tonight, mate.
I would be interested to hear more, Gary, about like it sounds like you've traveled a lot and that has influenced your writing, and I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface of that. Like, I sent you that picture of Thanksgiving mole and you were like, I had a mole turkey in Mexico. It was my favorite. And I'm like, what the heck you did? So, yeah.
I've lived outside the U.S. for 8 years of my life.
¿Hablas español?
Lightweight.
110%.
Yeah, I've lived outside the US all of my life.
Yeah, amazing.
Boom, so got it.
I lived in Taiwan for 2 years. I lived in Mexico for 6 years.
Did you study archaeology? What took you out of the country?
The first time I was 6 months old, and my dad went to go teach English in Taiwan.
Oh, there you
go. My first time on my own volition, I was a missionary for my church for 2 years. And then we moved as a family to Mexico City, and I was attached to the U.S. Embassy.
The man sings some shit.
So, yeah, I am a bureaucrat. But as opposed to most bureaucrats, I have gotten out there and seen a lot of stuff.
See, that sounds really exciting, and I was today years old when I found that out about you.
I was in charge of security for all our employees in Mexico.
Wow.
Wow.
So yeah, yeah, things happen.
Yeah.
But you're also a creative writer.
Writer, artist, music.
Musician, yeah. Linguist.
I am bilingual. My Chinese is rubbish. I only know about 20 words.
Well, see, that's 20 more than I know, because I made a point of not learning Chinese. That way I don't have to listen to my mother-in-law. And if you're out there watching this, you know.
I really hope the person in the next office is not doing some serious therapy, because that was really loud. My laugh was. Sorry.
It's okay. They should have the whooshy machine thing that drowns out all the other noise.
Oh my God.
Every therapist bought it.
Oh no, there's one outside, but he does not have one inside. I have one right under my desk because he has a really deep voice. But he does not have one in his office. So anyway. I'm sorry. That was really funny.
So yeah, so Gary has been, and you're thinking of moving out of the country again.
But you're working so hard on your house.
We'll see.
Gary.
You haven't seen pictures of the house. The house is a 1905 Victorian with a tower.
It has a turret.
Yes, and we just added 1,000 square feet of living space.
Whilst having a baby. Yeah, somebody thought that out, didn't they?
So I'm starting to get the impression, Gary, that you're kind of a high-achieving human being. Just a little bit. Just a tiny.
I have trouble with staying still.
No, you? Mind blown. Well, I'd never picked that up about you.
So hopefully we'll be able.
We should talk about that at some point, I think, is the.
Well, and I'm not even the most interesting person here.
I feel like creativity lends itself well to people who don't sit still well, though.
Wait, Gary just said something. You're not the most interesting person here?
No, not even close. I think there's like at least 5 other people that are.
I knew you were going to do it. I knew you were going to do it.
Why? You're right. You're right, Dan. We can't take compliments. See, I just cracked Gary's interestingness wide open. He's like, I'm not interesting. I just speak several languages, and I'm fixing my house, and I've lived abroad, and I've done all these cool things, but I'm not interesting.
Yeah, we tell him that frequently and have done so for the past 20 years. We'll break him one day.
Well,
I like
humility is a nice quality.
Bring it on.
Could you imagine if Gary was full of himself, though? Come on. He'd be insufferable. He'd be like the archaeologist that he's writing.
Yeah. Oh, this is accurate.
I don't like those people.
It shows in your writing in a very nice way. Almost like you've worked with people like that.
I have.
Yeah.
I do not
Has
like
anybody...
micromanagers.
Okay, now this is a question I don't think I've asked. Has everybody had the experience of putting real people in their stories? or people inspired by real people?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Now, Erica, we know you and I both have like our friends in our books as central fixtures, but like, I mean, I've also taken bosses that I hate and put them into my books or into my stories.
I genuinely don't think I have.
The only real person I put in is an actual real historical person.
Yeah.
In my archaeology novel, he's an archaeologist that made Chichen Itza, brought it on the map. I put myself into my stories. Like, most of the main characters are some aspect of me.
So no, all of the main characters are some aspect of you. There's no way of getting away from that one, mate. You'd know that if you
that's a
bought my
funny
book.
one, because people are like, "Oh, your self-inserts are so cringy and bad," and I'm like, "Okay, but you're writing from your own experience. How are you not?"
Yeah, exactly. You can't.
Exactly.
Like,
It's like how
sorry, Kraken. I love that you think that this was you.
Oh no, I think we're all just brain dead. I don't think there was a chance we were going to sit and force ourselves to do this today.
It's the
We're all
last
at
day.
peace.
The people who wanted to achieve it have achieved it. The rest of us are just like, yeah, whatever. I'm done.
Well, and
I'm
so
now
like
on the ball.
in like characters, I don't know. I can't think of a single main character I've ever written that there's not a part of me in them.
Right.
In the same way that like when I'm creating a D&D character, and I will say this in trainings that I do, when you're creating a D&D character, I think it is nearly impossible to create a character that does not have some aspect of you in it. Like, I don't think it's possible.
I would agree with you if you got rid of the word nearly.
Okay. I don't think it's possible to create a character that does not have some aspect of you in it.
Yeah.
I really don't. And so, and people who know me can 100% see the me I put into my characters. So like in the novel series that I'm writing, I mean, this main character is
you.
I mean, she is me with magic.
That's cool.
Yeah. And some of my main characters are just doing things I would have loved to do. The archaeologist. I wanted to be an archaeologist.
It ain't all it's cut out to be. It's often you're getting rained on and it's very muddy.
I don't like mud.
Between you and me, you might not do very well in that field.
You could just do it in an arid region.
There you go. I love research, though.
Research.
Learning new things and figuring out puzzles. Not the Lara Croft puzzles. That's a little different.
And then you fight a dragon.
There you go. Although the Lara Croft puzzles are fun to put into writing.
Now, see, I don't think I could write puzzles. That's fascinating.
I just realized I've never tried. And
Yeah, I haven't tried yet, but I've thought about it.
Oh my god! So you're writing this story. You need to have an Indiana Jones booby trap escape route. Come on, it's
I honestly
decided
thought that
now,
was
mate.
coming.
I said yet.
So like one of the things that I think would be, and so this is totally being selfish, putting that out there, that I think I would love for us to discuss sometime later when I can be a part of our conversation, is writing battles. Because I have researched it and I have things printed off. And like my learning style is I will research the thing and print the things out, and then
I have folders and folders of research on my computer because I don't believe in printing anything.
I don't have any research.
But if
But,
I
like-
can sit, if I can sit and someone can say, this is what makes a good battle scene, and I can listen to them tell me.
We got a topic for future stream.
Yeah, just send me all your documentation and I'll read it to you on stream.
You know, I actually wouldn't be against that, Chandler. Or against you, like, reading things to us or with us
In
for,
general.
like, checking dialogue cohesiveness or checking for word repetitiveness. I mean, that's where I get really bogged down, is I look back at something I wrote and it's good, but I've got, like, filler words or...
Mm.
The word "the" too many times. Dang it.
Yeah.
Not even like I have certain words and phrases that I lean back on and then I realize like I'm just doing it to get through the scene, or characters smirk too much, or
I have to
Yeah.
go through before I will publish anything, and I have to butt check it because I don't
Butt
like I don't like the word
Sorry.
but because it
Oh my god! It's only
Right.
taken a month, but we've descended into children. It's happened. How did we laugh as long as we did?
Say butt again.
it negates. It usually
What does?
but.
Okay.
Oh my god! I just farted.
It negates.
It negates what is said usually right before it.
Mhm.
And I don't like that. And so I found myself writing it because I could not in the moment think of a different word. And so I just was like,
What do you think about
Screw
butts
it.
a lot?
not normally.
There's a but.
Okay,
My
actually
husband
no.
has a
This
really
is
cute butt. I'm just saying.
mine has a
but-
cute one. I'll fight you.
But that's one thing. And so like I have lists of, things that you can use instead of that, and then like saids. But then with said, does it get too crunchy if you use the different forms of said, or is it just better to say said? Especially when you have, like, I have 6 main characters.
I think it's absolutely fine not to just use said. I actually think it's really boring, but I also have very expressive characters who bark and growl and mutter and whisper.
Oh, no.
Sorry, just enjoy. Have a safe trip, Kraken. I can't
Bye,
promise
Kraken.
4 hours, but join us. We'll probably be doing something over the weekend or certainly next week. So just keep an eye out for us. We're back. But have a safe trip, and thanks so much for your support this past month. It has really, you've kept us going. Thank you.
We love you, Kraken.
Sorry, ladies, carry on.
I think that could be a really cool, like, future discussion also.
But-
Those words that are
What?
overused.
Jane, how is Chandler's butt? Come on, the other women are comparing. Come on.
Oh, you know.
I am gonna have to log off because I have a client in 1 minute.
Oh,
No.
okay. Congratulations on your word count, Erica. You're an inspiration.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
1,000%. We love you.
You guys were super, super helpful, and I appreciate all of your support and encouragement. And yeah.
We'll see you soon.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right.
Oh, she's so adorable. I love her so much.
Don't get
Be
on
more
my
of a sap.
Yeah. Anyway,
The longer you know him, the more you see it.
Oh, I can totally tell. I had him pegged like within a day or so.
oh yeah, I'm a hopeless romantic at heart.
He is.
Sadly.
He's a stodgy Britishman who actually is all squishy on the inside.
Mhm.
The gruff exterior is just a protection layer.
Oh, I've written characters like him. Come on now.
I'm not.
No, but
I'm-
seriously, what?
What? Said nothing.
What?
Didn't say anything. So, Chandler, how are you doing down there, mate?
Just being entertained.
But I mean, what's it been like for you? I mean, as somebody who's tuned in a few times, how do we rate? Go on, break it to us. We can take it.
Don't rate.
No, I think it's been great. I actually like how yours has been more simplistic. I don't know if you've looked at other Twitch streams of people doing word sprints and things like that, but they've got like a massively cluttered interface. So they'll have like tons of boxes everywhere with text, dialogue. They'll have floating pedals. Like it's kind of maddening, and there's not a lot of conversation. So I actually really like this format because it's clean, simplistic, and it's straight to the point. Plus, it's entertaining. So,
well, if there's anything we can claim to be, it's simple.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Excellent. See, we do something okay. The 3 people watching agree.
Yes.
They don't want a lot of mania. They just want, people talking about writing and having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the real thing. Yeah. Real conversation.
Well, Gary, I would be interested to see your list and put together a streaming schedule for us that would be comfy. I know that this is a good time for us as far as like timey times go, and then we can find some days, and we don't all have to be present all at the same time every single time. But I think that I know for me personally, get together with all of you has just been good for my like productivity with writing and my stick-to-itiveness. So, like I said, you're stuck with me, and I'm happy to lend my social media expertise to creating something that feels good and helps us keep moving forward as a group. The end by me.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, which Dan and Gary, who does the detailed mapping?
Funny you should ask, because I'm cartographer that's my degree was cartography.
Okay, that's what I
So
thought.
Dan does a lot more of the mapping for the group than anyone.
Yeah.
So that could be, an entire multi-episode.
I was going to say, yeah, that's not just one episode. We'll be talking about maps for years,
right?
We're both in love with maps. We could.
Yeah, Dan, I think I've heard that you spend more time on designing and developing your map than you do the story and finishing it.
Me?
Just here, maybe.
Someone said that, I recall.
I heard you're very detailed in that arena.
I don't know what you mean. No, you're completely talking about somebody else. I finished some stories.
You have, yeah.
A lot of stories.
Well, and you 3 are working on creating an anthology to be published, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us.
Same, also a lot. I draw my own maps, but I think that I would rather have Dan's expertise or Gary's expertise or both help me create a cool map for my book.
Well, if you buy my copy of Role Playing Games Psychotherapy, a Practitioner's Guide, it's got a complete how-to on how to draw a map for your game, your novel, or your short story. Pick it up wherever.
I don't know.
Now.
I'm friends with the author. I feel like he should have sent me a signed copy.
I did.
Worth a try. It was worth a try.
Yeah. Good luck. Yeah. No, I don't get free copies. I've got that.
But see, I would be interested to hear about like how that was for you, like getting from idea to I have a book by me on my shelf. Because I'm gonna push Manny Fuego out through Ingram Sparks, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna get into. So
what's Ingram Sparks?
Ingram Spark, sorry. It's a self-publishing thing. It's like a tool. Yeah. So it'll populate your book into like Amazon and Barnes and Noble, and then you can like do all kinds of shit with it and get printed copies. And the local bookstore here said that they carry local authors. You just have to like get in touch with them, and then they'll put your book on the shelf. And so.
How exciting!
Yeah, they say they start on consignment, and I'm like, that's fine. Just physically have it there. I don't even care if it makes any money. Just people read my book and laugh. Truly, I really just like making people laugh, and that book is I just laughed the whole way through writing it, so I'm excited to get it out there. It's the second half just went to the editor earlier this week, so I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna happen. I've barely talked about it.
You only read about 10 minutes of it, and we all loved every second. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was only half of chapter 1 too. So that's really pleasing. Yay!
So I just kick.
You haven't even met Pop Pop yet.
Have we not met Pop Pop yet?
Mm-mm.
Does he pop?
No, he's the grandfather who magicked himself into a chair.
As you do.
Nice.
Yeah. So do you have
let's say you're at that point in developing your story. At what point do you decide that this guy's going to become a chair? Why not a microwave, a wand? Like, no. I just out of curiosity, because the world's endless, right? So I assume it probably it leads into other aspects of the story.
There is. Sorry, before we answer that, Amber, there is a book. Is it Jennifer Stevenson? The name? She wrote a series. I think the first book was the Hinky Brass Bed or something like that, which basically had a ghost in it, where if the woman slept in it, it gave her feelings.
Okay.
So I've heard about porn without plot, but that's like next level. What was the question?
What point did it occur to you to put a ghost into a chair as opposed to a microwave?
Okay, so that first chapter was a writing prompt with my in-person writing group, and we were all just thinking about what would happen if you had a necromancer who was no good at necromancy and was a total underachiever in their life, and it just literally like it popped into my head, no pun intended, as I was writing it. And that's why I'm such a pantser, because like the ideas come to me as I'm writing, and Bradley's talking about his life and he's like, oh yeah, my grandfather got magicked into a chair one day. And I don't know where that came from. I just thought, like, in the moment I was thinking, like, if I had to be stuck in an inanimate object, I think folding chair would be like number one, the least likely or comfortable. People would sit on you, you're a full, but then also like I use the folding chair throughout the story to like express feelings. Like I think Pop Pop springs open at one point, or like things disappear beneath him. It ends up becoming like, so I don't know. And the story, like at the end of the chapter, they end up loading all into the car and going on this great adventure to track down Manny Fuego. So you've got a talking armchair in a truck with the agoraphobic mom and the necromancer and like a zombie apocalypse. And yeah. Okay. I think I ever said that was a NaNoWriMo, right? So it just was what happened when I unleashed my brain and just let it fly off into the sunset, and turned out to be good.
Turned out to be very good.
Wow.
Yeah. So armchair, yeah, it wasn't super conscious at the time. It wasn't really planned. It was just and then that thing happened, and someone said, "Oh, you should turn that short story into a book." And I said, maybe. Yeah.
And now look at you.
Right?
Look at me. 30,000 words of a book. Oh, that's weird. Why is 30,000 my NaNoWriMo comfy spot? I have to think about that.
Oh, sorry. Ocelot said something about a door, so I just thought I'd Google the author that I just mentioned, and yes, the series is called Hinky Chicago. The first one is the Hinky Brass Bed. Oh, the Hinky Velvet Chair, the Hinky Bearskin Rug, the Hinky Genie Lamp, and a Hinky Taste of You. But
whoa.
So yeah, lots of but one of her books has the cover that I was going to have for my book. The exact image.
Oh wow.
Which one?
Let's see if I can.
I'm just reading Ocelot's comments. Thank you, Ocelot. That's very kind of you.
It was a tie-off between this cover and that one.
Wow.
Well, good thing you went with the other one.
It's a good thing I went with the other one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the. Oh, for God's sake. Make of that cover what you will.
Yeah. That says about everything I need to know about those books and why I won't be reading them.
Yes. Yeah.
That's you know.
Yeah. But the author, she puts she does blogs on that website, Bookview Cafe, and it's a bunch of authors who got together a good 10, 15 years ago and published their own stories that went out of print previously because they were published authors back in the day where there were clauses from publishers where after a certain amount of time the rights reverted back to the author, which just doesn't happen anymore. So they published their own reprints of their older works, but now they've gone on to self-publishing. But no, she's funny. She writes some good blogs. Yeah. So what you're saying is there's going to be no sexy beds?
No. No, I actually think the main character might be Ace. I was trying to write a romance into it in the second attempt to add more to get it to like 50K to actually like traditionally publish it, and then I was just like, I don't think Bradley likes people very much. I think Bradley just kind of likes Bradley. The characters write themselves. It's very odd. Like I had my therapist asking me today about dissociation and how that works with writing, and I was like, I don't know. Sometimes characters say things and I don't want them to say things, and then they do it, and then it takes me off track.
I did. I got into writing from a more interesting level. I used to travel a lot, and I love movies and TV. So I like the idea of writing, but I knew that I could never write 30, 50,000 words plus.
Never say never.
No, Jen can attest to my time. That will never happen. Even if I could, I don't have that attention span. But so I started learning the formats for movies and television. So I actually started writing screenplays, and then I went to film school. I quit traveling, decided to get another degree, went to film school, and learned about. I got a main focus on screenwriting, which ruined movies and TVs for me for years because it destroys it. However, I like that, it's similar to a novel or using, kill the cat or don't kill the cat or whatever it's called. Yeah. You basically hit yours, what happens on page.
Kill the cat.
Yeah, there you go. But, what happens between pages 1 and 2, what happens on page 5, what happens on page 12 to 15, what happens on page 29 to 30, what happens on page 45, and then so on. So that's kind of how you write a screenplay. So it was always cool, though, to your point, is that it was easy because I could sit, okay, well, these are going to be my point of no return, so on and so forth. And then my characters would literally would just fill the pages. So always at the beginning of the semester, we'd have to give a synopsis of what our story is going to be about. And I would just throw something out there because I knew it would never be what I originally thought that it would be. And it never did, but it always turned out so much better instead of having something that was, too overly planned.
Yeah.
I think if you know your characters well enough, they just, will fill up the pages for you.
Yeah. Or even just trust your own gut when you're writing and be okay with it not being perfect and know that, Dan lives to edit. Know that in the editing process that you'll find the right way. Oh, I have to take my leave and go retrieve my child from school.
Okay.
I guess I could leave him there forever, but I don't think that the school people would be very happy with me.
No, don't do that.
Let alone the child.
Well,
he's my only one. I don't have a spare. It's messed up.
Tell you what, how about we call it a day there because we've lost Oh, thank God for that. We've lost Eric. We're about to lose Ember. We'll call it a day there for Nano, and we will be back probably Saturday. If people can make Saturday, I should be able to make Saturday. I will likely be both half dead and a lot poorer, because Saturday is Dragon Meet in Hammersmith, London. So if you're in the UK, Ocelot, Kraken, and come down to Dragon Meet, I will be giving a seminar on RPGs and mental health.
Oh, that's
radical!
You could even pick up your own signed copy of Role-Playing Games in Psychotherapy, a practitioner's guide by some random bloke named, I don't know. And it will teach you how to draw maps. So I will be down there, and please find me.
It's like Ocelot is excited about this.
So are you coming? If you're going to Dragon Meet, please say hi and stop me from buying more dice. Please.
It's not a very big island. Come on now. Right?
Right?
Yeah. I've been there. I've been up and down that island.
Size of Southern California.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm sorry.
What is Dragon Meet?
Yeah,
so Dragon Meet is a convention. It's basically a very, very, very small version of Comic-Con that lasts a day as opposed to a week, and takes over a few rooms as opposed a single hotel as opposed to most of San Diego. So I'm going to be there. I'm going to be picking up probably the third book for Forbidden Lands, probably something from Ryan Rickendecker, probably some gemstone dice. For the love of God, people, stop me.
There's no stopping
Why have you
you.
not told us that you were doing this? Why did you not use your platform to share that? I see Ocelot is with me.
I have
You
been.
should.
This isn't the first time I've mentioned it on this platform. I have mentioned it previously, but it gets a bit boring and repetitive, and so some days I forget. It would be a fantastic place to buy a Christmas present if the rest of my family weren't achingly against games. My son knows that I enjoy games, so therefore he will have nothing to do with them. For example,
Not family.
So precious.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rimo Tears. Thank you for a wonderful 30 days, and thanks for putting up with me.
Thanks for joining.
And thank you for being you. It's been wonderful meeting you, and thanks for becoming part of the family.
Thank you.
Indeed.
I'm going to take the compliment.
Well done. I'm proud of you.
It hurts.
And so we'll use that one to call it a day then. So yes, I'll see some of you in Dragon Meet on Saturday, 11 a.m. Seminar Room 2, Muscadet, for some unknown reason. You can find me at the RPG Therapist on YouTube, where I've got a series about the Story Trinity, the final video of which is going to be up on Monday. You can also find me at monomythcounseling.co.uk. Ember, tell us about you.
I'm at Robots and Magic, everywhere you can go to the internet.
Gary.
G Productions, art and webcomics and writing and et cetera.
And merch. Plenty of merch. Chandler.
No, just go to google.com and search whatever you're interested in.
No, just no.
Who does stories on TikTok? I did it for you.
You did what?
And Jane.
Jane's Dreamy Bookshelf, YouTube, TikTok, Patreon, Instagram. Woo!
Ocelot,
Thanks,
claim to
Ocelot.
you as
You
Kraken.
Ocelot.
You have been
Connect with us on
absolutely-
social. Sorry, go Dan.
Can you what? Put this on social.
I want her to connect with us on social media so we can be friends.
Yes,
Yes.
but also we'll have to get you back on at some point.
Yes.
Don't lose touch.
Definitely.
You've been wonderful, Ocelot. Everybody else has been wonderful. It's been an insane 30 days. I think we can all agree. But we got through it, and so until next November, happy Nano, and we'll see you for different reasons on the weekend. Great day, guys.
Bye.
Bye.